inform you that we have had this operation under surveillance for quite some time, so prevarication is futile. Shall we begin with you, Dolores?
Me?
Yes, you, the naive young lady, seduced and betrayed by a charming and unscrupulous cad, twisting your tortured soul until no act is too savage, too depraved for you. You there! Come here. Your name, sir?
Wally Buff, sir.
And Wally, did you deliver a cake earlier to Miss Lacey? And what kind of cake was it?
Round?
And chocolate?
Yes, chocolate indeed. I know. I like the backside of the icing.
Ew! Do they really do that stuff?
Do things really fall off the back of your truck?
Fair enough.
Ugh. Now, think carefully. Was that chocolate a match to the crumbs on young Dolores's lips?
No, but I can find out if you'd like.
Okay, I confess.
Marvelous!
Marvelous! Now we can forget about poor Darnell and get back to more important things. How are things going, dears? Josephine, fresh gloves.
Coming up, Professor. Not killing him. I admit to hating Mr. Whisk You Off Your Feet, red bastard leech, and want to see him humiliated, like he humiliated me. So yes, I switched the cake for exploding pie, but I didn't mean to kill him.
Ah, so you admit you did introduce this confection of doom to the gathering. But you alone, with no help from, say, Mr. Horde, who solicited the original pastry?
This is ridiculous.
Ah, careful. Careful, Mr. Horde. Remember, you have no secrets.
But I don't have to.
Well, our esteemed Mr. Horde. Yeah, scroll. Born in Oshawa, July 3rd, 1961. You made an immense fortune at a pest control company, various investments, and sheer generally ruthless business practices. You have a wife who hates you but loves your money, and 2 children, Butch and Maggie, who take after her. You're also in possession of a secret vault in your basement. Would you like the combination?
No.
Containing a number of rare artworks and artifacts, obtained through rather questionable means. By the way, the Rembrandt is a fake.
This is preposterous.
You can tell by the cell phone tower in the background.
Regardless, I had no motive.
Yeah, but you're scummy.
Be that as may.
Can I, go to the can?
Me too. She's rattled. And, I can keep a cool, man. Hold her hand or something.
Yo, me too. I can hold her, never mind.
Okay.
They won't flush, really. They promise, right, guys?
Nobody leaves. As to motive, the Star of Isis. Just what is that, by the way?
Oh my goodness! The Star of Isis? Just the thought of that glorious talisman would make any archaeologist.
Thank you.
His helmet swooned with rapturous joy.
Ha! If it should exist, it would be a mere bauble, a gaudy embellishment on the gander of history. Stickers, please.
But it's so romantic. Oh my gosh, the second Pharaoh of Egypt had it made for his wife to celebrate the birth of their first son after 37 daughters.
No one mentioned the lad's unfortunate resemblance to a certain Grand Vizier who foolishly forgot to watch for crocodiles while bathing Hogtie in the Nile.
A 40-carat emerald set in gold,
Surrounded with rubies and diamonds on a massive gold chain.
Showy. It was so heavy the poor young lady had to be carried everywhere when she wore it.
Wars were fought over it.
kingdoms fell, thousands died, bloody, violent deaths fighting over it for centuries.
Those were the good old days.
It currently holds the number 7 spell spot on the Archaeology Weekly's top 20 relics list.
Right between the Ark of the Covenant and the jeweled throne of Philpot the Incontinent.
Philpot the Incontinent?
Here in the title.
The star is much more romantic.
Just where is the Star of Isis now?
In the hands of some associates of Mr. Leach.
Terrorists? And you know nothing of these terrorists?
Those were Darnell's associates. I had no contact with them.
Ah, and thus your alibi is made, sir. While I have no doubt that you would happily do away with Darnell Leach and take the Star, without him, that which you desire is out of your reach. As to contacting terrorists, Mr. Fixer, am I keeping in mind the relative punishments for murder or aiding terrorism or